Hi, my name's Jayne Leach, and firstly I'd like to say welcome to the team. I've been with Forever Living now for 18 years and I'm as excited now as I was on the day that I very first joined with Forever. But you're brand new and you're just setting out on your journey, and you're probably wondering, how can I help you to achieve all the things that are important to you? Well, what I'd like to share with you today is some ideas on what we call goal setting. This is your why, your desire, your passion. When I first joined Forever Living and I was asked to write down my goals to embark on this journey of goal setting, I have to tell you that I didn't take it too seriously. You see, I fought it a little bit. Goodness knows why, I have no idea why. But I said to my sponsor, I don't need to write down my goals. I know exactly what I want. It's all in my head. But what I have learnt over the years, that goals in the head normally stay as a wish or a dream. The mind cannot focus on a wish, a dream, a whim, but it can focus on something specific. So what we're going to do is we're going to apply the 5 rules of goal setting to this exercise. And the first thing I'd like you to do is to understand the importance of writing that goal down. Once we take an idea, a vision from our mind, and we write it down, it crystallises our thinking and it begins to build our belief in our ability to be able to have and achieve that goal. So rule number 1 is have a written down goal. Rule number 2 is your goal must challenge you. There's no point in having a goal that doesn't get you out the door. There's no point in having a goal that doesn't get you to the meetings, get you picking up the phone and prospecting, get you retailing this product. There's no purpose whatsoever in having a goal that doesn't inspire you. So we need to have something that challenges us and something that we can believe in. And here's what I want you to understand the power of goal setting. We do not develop goals based on what we haven't achieved in the past. That's no good. Because if we do that, we impose limitations upon ourselves straight away. Don't worry about the fact that you haven't achieved things in the past. Don't worry about the fact that people may have told you you'll never achieve anything in your life. This is about you right now and the future. So set goals that are going to excite you, challenge you, maybe even scare you a little bit, and put those into your journal. The next thing we need to do is we need to really understand the need to be specific. And here's where the detail really counts. Being specific about a goal could be, I want a new house. Now here's what the average person says, yeah, I want a new house. And that's it. They have no idea about the detail in that dream. Now here's what the serious distributor is going to do. This is what you're going to do. If having a new house is important to you, you're going to be very specific. What kind of house do you see you and your family living in? Is it a period house? Is it a barn conversion? Is it a brand new contemporary flat or an apartment? That has to be very specific. How do you see it furnished? Is it furnished with antiques? Is it ultra contemporary? Or is it a really big family home with lots of leather and places where people can just relax and kick off their shoes? Does it have a garden? What kind of garden? Do you want tennis courts? Do you want a crunchy gravel drive? Do you want a big wooden door as you enter into the home? How do you want to see your curtains? How do you want to see your carpets? How's the kitchen going to look? What are the bathrooms going to look like? This is the magic of goal setting, to begin to really allow yourself to immerse yourself in the detail of what's important to you. So it's very important you're specific. It could be that you want a new car. Well, what kind of car? I ask people this time and time again when they say to me, Jayne, I'd love a new car. And I say, what kind of car? And they say, I don't know. Don't be one of those people. If it's a new car, what make, what model, what interior, what colour? When are you going to have it? Are you paying outright cash? Are you buying it on HP? All of these things are in the detail. It could be you want your children to go to a fantastic school. Well, which school? How much is it going to cost? What does that school specialise in? Is it a musical school? Is it a sporting school? What does the uniform look like? When do you want them to go there? You may want to travel. Well, travel's a broad spectrum, isn't it? Do you want a 2-week camping holiday in the south of France? Or do you want to travel on safari for a month in Africa? Wherever your travels are, it's the detail. Be specific. I think you're getting the point now, aren't you? It's about letting your mind open up to the grand detail of what's important to you. Goals need to be measurable. And we measure goals in one of two ways. First of all, by having a date whereby for us, we have to achieve it by that given date. And secondly, we need to look at the activity that we need to implement in order to achieve the goal. So let's say, for example, one of your goals could be you need to make £2,000 a month. And the beauty about that goal is when you make £2,000 a month, it allows you to leave work and be at home and spend more time with the family. So that's a goal. Now let's put the measurable part of the process to it. When do you want that to happen? Is it in 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, 8 months, 12 months? You need to be very specific about this. Once you've actually dated the goal, then we need to look at the activity. So let's say, for example, you say in 6 months' time, I'd like to be making £2,000 per month, which means I can leave my job and be at home with the children. Now we need to look at what activity that you need to do in order to make that a reality. And here's what I would focus on really quickly. I focus on putting a plan together to get to manager in the next 4 months. And then the next 2 months after that, I would look at solidifying that business and building the income up to £2,000 a month. Perfectly achievable, perfectly doable. How can I say that to you? Because I did it. So that's a fantastic goal for anybody to focus on, but it has to be measurable and you have to date time it and underpin it with activity. The final thing that we need to look at is prioritising our goals. And this kind of pulls it all together and gives it some kind of format, if you like. Because when we're goal setting and we're literally emptying our heads of everything that's important to us, we have goals that could be linked to a few pounds per month to literally hundreds of thousands of pounds. You know, there's no point in focusing on having a £3 million home if you can't pay your mortgage today. So let's focus on the goals that are really important right now. They're the goals that are going to create momentum. They're the goals that are going to get you excited, get you leaving your front door and get you taking action. And finally, to pull all this together, I want to talk to you about the ability to visualize your goals. And this is something that I believe is very, very important. It's about being able to see your goals on a daily basis. And for me, the way that I pulled this part of the goal setting procedure into place was by having visual images of things that inspired me, things that motivated me, things that made me want to leave the home and go and do whatever I had to do. And it was pictures of the school I wanted the children to go to. It was pictures of my dream home. It was pictures of the car that I wanted to drive. It was pictures of an alarm clock which represented time to me, time to spend with my loved ones. It was pictures of my family, and that would inspire me to work hard so we could do more things together. It was pictures of travel and the kind of travel I wanted to do, the skiing holidays, the taking the children to Disney, the safari, the swimming with the dolphins, the walking Machu Picchu. All of these goals were so important to me. And if I could see them and then visualise them and lock them into my mind, it meant I had an emotional connection to them. And once you have that emotional connection, your goals become like a magnet. You are drawn towards the activity that you need to do in order to achieve your goal. And the stronger your goal is, the more purposeful it is to you, the clearer vision you have, the more activity that you will take on a daily basis in order to achieve it. So you need to have those goals in place. You need to be able to visualize them. They need to be emotional. You need to look at them every day. You need to have them in a dream book. And one of the reasons they need to be in a dream book, another reason is because you are going to have some ups and downs. You're going to have some good days and you're going to have some challenging days. It happens to all of us. It's part of the process. It's part of the growing cycle. But ultimately, your ability, when you've had a tough day, to close your eyes and pull to the forefront of your mind the thing that's important to you, the thing that you're prepared to work for, the thing that you're passionate about, the thing that you're prepared to sacrifice for, if you can hold that clear in your mind and you've got it in visual images, I promise you, magic happens. What's really interesting is I look back over my very first goal book. It's fascinating how everything's ticked. Everything that was in that first dream book is ticked off. But when I first did the dream book, I didn't know if that would happen. But trust me, if you take the time to connect with something that's important to you and you apply the process that I've just shared with you, if you put it into visual images and then you are prepared to do whatever it takes to make it happen, I can guarantee you that this business will help you become successful. I can guarantee you that you will achieve. I'd like to wish you all great success on your journey and forever. And I'd like to thank you very much for your time, and I hope this has made a big difference in the way that you set your goals.